Hi everyone. So it's a little over a month later, and I'm gonna start this video off a little bit differently compared to what I normally do. I've been growing out my hair, mustache, and beard. You can call it that. Uh, just I occasionally do it. Most of the time, it's just laziness to shave and give myself a haircut. But I typically don't grow out my hair, beard, and mustache because I really just hate how it looks. Um, I don't know. I've always hated the hair on my body. I, I guess I'm self-conscious about it. I just hate how it looks. And when I'm wearing a headset, it's just, your whole head gets more itchy. It just I've always hated it. So I'm going to start this video off with a cool like transition edit. I'm going to give myself a haircut and a shave. And then I'll actually talk about the rest of the video. But like another thing is I feel like I always look a little bit heavier when I grow out some stuff. So here, watch. Hmm. I don't necessarily like this look right here, but give it a week and it's like, that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Like, I do this myself in my bathtub. I'm just standing there. I start with getting the entire length of my head, one of my hair, one length, and then I go really short on the side. Makes the headset feel so much more comfortable. But I think I look a little lighter, a little leaner when I just don't have hair on my face or my head. Again, I'm not a fan of this, but give it 1 week exactly, and it's like, that's the look I want. That's the look. So I'm willing to wait. Anyway, is that cool? So yeah, I never like growing out my hair, facial hair, or beard because I just hate my hair. I just do. And I think I look heavier. I always think I look heavier. And I have no hair follicles right here. So that prevents me from growing out a beard or mustache that I really want. Oh well, you guys don't care about that. How was my fitness over the last month or so? Not very good. Not very good. It was going well. Again, I started on June 15th. Up until July 15th, I was doing perfectly. I got down like 20 pounds, 19 pounds, I believe it was. And I was going well. But then something you never plan out on paper, I burned out a little bit. I remember on July 17th, I helped my mom move. And they did most of the moving, but me and my uncle was there to help as well. We moved the heavy stuff. We moved the bed, the mattress, the couch, the heavy stuff. So the day after that, I was really sore. So I'm like, you know what? Just take a few days. Take a few days, and just let off the gas a little bit. Okay. I think that was the last day I've been to the gym. I don't know what it was. Well, I do know what it was. It also coincided with hold on, I didn't have this up yet. It also coincided with, give me 1 second. There we go. It coincided with I was doing, I either got this the day before. I remember I moved her on July 17th. I think I got the record the day before. Yeah. I was doing PC runs for maybe about a week and a half. Yeah, about a week and a half. And it was just so miserable. The game kept crashing. Like probably 5 or 6 days of attempts, it crashed like 11 or 12 times. It was so bad. That really got me down in the dumps, especially after I had gotten a record that I was really happy with. This run I'm still happy with. And then immediately after getting a run that was just good enough, it's terrible, I immediately went into tutorial making. I'm gonna switch to a category that I enjoy doing, but before I do that, I gotta make a tutorial to update all the new strategies. Look how long some of these videos are. I haven't made these public yet. The day after this video goes public, I'll start making these public, but 3 hours 15 minutes, 3 hours 20 minutes, 3 hours 46 minutes, 4.5 hours, 2 hours, 3.5 hours, nearly 4 hours, and then 2 hours. These are all separate videos going over the entire game. I had never worked this hard on a tutorial before. I don't know what made this tutorial significantly longer than others. And then in there I had to make clips of the month and stuff. And then I also made another video talking about differences where I had to devote one more day to it. And it was, oh God. I cannot even begin to describe to you how tiring making those videos was. It was... Oh God, mentally, I just collapsed. I know that sounds weird, but making those videos took so much out of me. Where it's just, I hit record and I just spill my guts over just the knowledge that I have. And what made it difficult was with Remake, there's so many different ways to run the game. It's not like the original where it's like, you have to do this. There's no other option. You have to. It's just how the area works. There's like 3 or 4 different things you can do almost everywhere. So it took that much longer to explain, and things that can go wrong, and it knocked me out. I basically did one stream every other day, and it was just that, and I don't look forward to them. I don't enjoy doing them, but there's a part of me that feels obligated to make them, because I'm the one who can put up the best with this one category. I can put up the best time. I can run it the best, I think. So I'm the one who should share the knowledge, you know? And it was so tiring. And I just spiraled. I spiraled in almost every aspect of my life. I didn't get any sunlight. I ate like crap because, like I keep saying, I treat food as a comfort, as a form of pleasure. If I'm not getting it here, I'm gonna get it there. You know, so it's not that I did a bad job. I did no job. You know, I just completely ignored it, and which again is frustrating because I was doing a good job. I for like an entire month straight, I was basically perfect, and I lost 19 pounds. I did really well, and then some things started souring my mood a little bit. And my willpower isn't that strong. Like I think I mentioned before, if I'm given a choice, I'm always going to make the wrong one. You know? But I feel like I haven't stayed away from it long enough that it's difficult to jump right back in. If you look right here, this is only 2 days ago that I did this. I jumped right back into a category that I really wanted to run, and I did really, really well. My first attempt at permadeath in like a year and 4 months or so, I only took 1 death, and it was a bullshit death in Financial District. The rest of the run, I played really, really well. And all of a sudden, just, it doesn't sound like much, but like just getting back into something that I actually felt like doing, it made me feel good again. Because it was basically 3 to 3.5 weeks of doing things I didn't want to do. After I got that 239.01, you know, that's cloud 9. I feel so good. When I lost all that weight a year and a half ago, I was running Remake. We ran Remake for almost 8 months straight. When I'm focused on a goal, my mind is clear and it spills over into my real life habits. When things here aren't going well, basically how my work is going, it spills over into my real life stuff, you know? So I'm back doing something that I feel like doing, and I immediately just feel better. Haven't gotten to the gym yet, but my body's like craving it again. If I wasn't making those tutorials, I don't think I would have fallen off. I would have taken a few days after I helped my mom move, like I said, but I don't think I would have just collapsed like I said. It's frustrating how, like, you know, I live alone, so I can't, like, have someone break me out of my habits for them. It all has to come from me. But it's just, sometimes I feel like I can only do a good job if the stars align, you know? where it's like I have 6 days free to myself. I'm I'm running a game and category that I really like, and my sleep habits are good, and I don't use anything as an excuse. And it's sometimes I feel like my good habits are just like a stars aligning situation, which, it scares me. I really felt like the last month, the June 15th through July 15th, like nothing's going to stop me this time. I'm going to ride this wave for the rest of my life. I feel good. I found something that works. And then I fucking stopped again. And I don't know. Like tomorrow I'm going to do my all day fast, and then Tuesday I'm 100% getting back to the gym. But I feel bad that the last 3 weeks have been horrible. I don't know. I can understand a bad week or two, like every other month or something, but I lasted 1 month again. One thing that's interesting, this happened like a week ago. I dreamt about being at the gym. My body has been like craving it again so much that I actually dreamt about being at the gym and doing like a session. It was strange. That's never happened before. I don't even dream about Last of Us, but I dreamt about that. It was weird. So it's on my mind. It's on my mind. I got to have a little more willpower. And even then, there's something else I want to mention. On paper, I set up a regimen of, working and working out 6 days a week. And it's like, there's absolutely no way I can maintain that for the rest of my life. Absolutely no way. But here's the thing. I think I still would have crashed and burned, even if my workload was a little lighter. Let's say I streamed 4 days a week and I did the gym 3 days a week. I still would have crashed and burned. Basically, having a heavy workload versus having a light workload, that doesn't play a part in whether or not I maintain it or not. Like I mentioned, I'm all or nothing. A lighter workload is not going to lead to more consistency, okay? Because one day builds off the next, off the next, off the next. If I have good momentum and I just stop one day for no reason, I'm going to be like, what the hell? I could have done something good today, So I want to, like, when I'm going well, I want to maintain the heavy workload, but I think I acknowledge after about a month or so, I gotta like stop for a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean maybe like half a week. Stop with the cardio, stop with the weights, and maybe enjoy some things that you normally enjoy, but only for maybe 3 or 4 days. A month when you're going good and you're doing well, a month can take a long time. Does that make sense? Like, I know the older you get, the faster time seems to fly by. But when you're focused on a good diet and exercise program and you're also, working, a month can take a while. A month can just take a while. And I feel like after about a month, that's when I start to crash a little bit. Maybe that's because of the heavy workload. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just on the brain. But I feel like taking maybe 3 days off in a row, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday instead of just Sunday or something, and then starting it up again for the next month, I think that's pretty healthy, If you're just constantly on, I don't think that's giving your body a period to rest, because rest is important. You can't just go 100% all the time. You are going to crash and burn. That being said, my case of a crash and burn is not doing anything for another month, and that extends into a whole another month. And then if I'm able to stop the crashing and burning at 4 days maximum every month or so, I think that is a path to longevity. Because again, when I'm going 100%, I don't feel like stopping. But when I stop, I stop. But it doesn't need to stop for a month. I think it needs to stop for half a week at the most. So that's what I'm really just gonna do going forward. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna feel good about it. I'm gonna wrap my mind around being good, and then when I eventually slip and stumble, I'll acknowledge it. I'll work through it, and then you start things up again, and you last that for as long as you can, and rinse and repeat until we die. That's pretty much it. Like, I'm not super bummed about, as someone in a comment said, falling off the wagon a little bit, because I know it was for a reason. I really just, I had to make those tutorials, and they knocked me the fuck out. So much, I can't even put it into words. But I felt like a weight lifted off my shoulders the moment I was finished with them. And again, I'll make them public, like, one video per day for the next 8 days, 9 days. But yeah, tomorrow's my all-day fast, and then I'm going to start things up again on Tuesday. It's not like I don't know what to do at the gym every time I go. I know what to do. I know what works for me. But yeah, my biggest regret the last month or so is just having that stoppage last for about a month, 3-4 weeks, and shouldn't have let that happen. Should have lasted 3 or 4 days at the most. But yeah, that's about all there is to say. This video was a little late because I had all those other things I had to do, but I'll make the next one on September 1st. I said I wanted to be below 225 on my birthday, and I still think I can do that. I didn't weigh myself for this video because I don't really want to, because I know I slipped up. I'm clearly not 228 pounds anymore. I would guess I'm like 235. That'd be my guess, but yeah, I gotta start putting in some longevity in this, and yeah, I know I will. I know I will. You've seen what I can accomplish when I put my mind to something. Yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you guys in my next live stream. Bye.